up everyone, and welcome to another episode of my mass gain series where I show you what it takes in order to gain mass and strength as a natural bodybuilder. So today, as the title says, we're going to train our back, and I want to start with an exercise which I believe for some people is very important, especially on my case sometimes because I just don't feel my back properly. My arms are sometimes overpowering my back. So if you're in this situation, I suggest that you start with an exercise which will actually isolate the lats and don't engage the arms necessarily. So for that reason, we're going to do some pullovers. So here's how I do it. I just lie down flat on the bench. Obviously this weight is not too heavy, but as for the warm-up is enough. And then I point my elbows forward, engage my lats. Yeah, my shoulder blades together are kind of facing down. And from here, I just go back until I can't see the dumbbell anymore while keeping the lats engaged. Just go back up. I'll do this for like 10 to 12 reps. And then I just increase the weight. I wouldn't count this necessarily as my first exercise because obviously we're not going to go mad heavy. We're just going to make sure that we really engage the lats, and then once everything is activated, everything is warm, then we can proceed to our second exercise and you will get more benefits out of it. Believe it or not, a lot of people will be in this situation where they are actually very strong when they're doing their back exercises, but they don't even realize that they're actually training their arms instead of their back, so the lats will not get as much stimulation as the arms will, and they end up after a while with not really very good back progress, and yeah, they're going to be struggling. So one way to avoid that is first you got to make sure that you're not in that situation. And if you have very good genetics, props to you, not going to have issues, but otherwise you have to take some steps. You have to learn that you are pretty much built like that. You're more prone to use your arms rather than your back. So this is the category which I'm in, and I always have to be super careful when I'm training my back because my arms will literally take over very, very easy. All right, so we're going to do the 40s for 2 sets, and then we'll start our proper exercise. Okay. I mean, lots of people will call this, proper exercise because it does engage your lats quite nicely, but for me it's a little bit different. One very important tip when it comes to this exercise: make sure you angle your arms in such a way so you keep them straight but not completely straight, and make sure you just pull through the lats because it's easily to just move your elbows a little bit, and you gotta understand that at that point your triceps will be involved. You have to really focus for that not to happen because you're just gonna feel it in your triceps. Obviously triceps is a small muscle and you're gonna get tired very fast. Exercise numero uno. Going to do some wide grip lat pull downs, and as you can see the bar is quite thin, which I prefer it, compared to this one which has this rubber around it. It's more thick and it just doesn't feel the same. So I'm really happy that I have this bar because it just feels different when I do this exercise. So what we want to target is obviously the lats. I'm going to work on the width, and with every single rep I'm trying to kind of keep the lats flared, like I'm doing a double biceps or like a lat spread, or more like a double biceps, because even in the double biceps you have to keep your lats out. So yeah, 66, gonna go down to 86 kilograms. Let's see what we can do. 12 reps went quite smoothly. I'm gonna go for 100. And for sure this time I'm going to add my straps. I know I could hold it, but it will be a bit distracting. So for that reason, I'm just gonna use these. So basically, this is the device. You pop this in, and then you push this under. So let's say if you put this on 100, this will go on 110. And when this the weight touches this, it will pop out. So then you're left with, you know, whatever weight you set up for the machine. Quite interesting. Okay, so I want to show you again how this works. So the drop set pin is set up on 100, and then the 59 is over here. So after I will put this all the way down, this will jump, and I'm left with 59. Quite cool. Okay, look, now I'm putting this down. Boom, it jumped down to 59. Oh, second exercise on the menu for today will be bend over rows. Yeah, I might be a little bit tired from the other exercise, but it doesn't matter. I don't always have to break a new record on the bend over rows. So I'm gonna go more for lighter weight, but more reps. I'm gonna keep it at least 10 repetitions for each set. I'm still going to build it up slowly. My goal for today will be 100 kilograms. And I'm just going to really focus on squeezing the back because that's what you want. You want to move the shoulder blades together, squeeze your shoulder blades together and get that good activation. But now I got the pump, so that will be easier to just keep the tension on the lats, which is what I want. I've got to the working weight, which is 100 kilograms on the first set. I'll try to do 8 to 10 reps without any straps. And then, depending on how that's going, I'm going to add the straps or not. Yeah, I can say my forearms are a bit fatigued, so I'm definitely gonna use this because the bar just keeps rolling in my hand, so kind of distracting. Another big impediment for me when I'm doing this exercise, I gotta make sure that my glutes and my hamstrings are not sore. So the other day I've done legs, and today I'm a little bit sore, and that doesn't really allow me to go in the proper position. I feel like if they are sore, they're a little bit weak, and obviously when you go heavy, you have to kind of stabilize it from your hamstrings and glutes. Otherwise, your lower back will take over way too much. So I think 100 kilos is kind of the sweet spot. If I would go heavier than that, yeah, I would not be safe and I would not do it properly. So 100 kilos is perfect for today, especially because it's the third exercise. Normally 100 kilos would be like a piece of cake, but in these circumstances, I quite feel it in a good way. Another exercise which I really like is actually the seated rows, and I'm using this bar and I'm going to do the supinated grip, which is going to target my lower lats, because with the previous exercise with the bend over rows, you pretty much target mid back, upper lats kind of. Plus with this one I feel like my lower lats are getting a better engagement. Let's put the weight up and time to move it. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. We got ourselves a new subscriber. Thank you so much. Yeah, so let's crack on. Want to do a drop set as well? Okay, our last exercise will be a combination between bend over rows, and I think I need to move this a little bit higher because I'm going to do some inverted rows for the upper back. So at this point my forearm is pretty fatigued. I'm not just going to make use of this one. Okay, normally I'll do it on the bench, but because the combination of exercises I want to do, I'm just going to use this area here. I'm literally going under, wide stance, wide grip actually, hips up. In my opinion, keeping the feet parallel and not necessarily using a bench is actually safer and more effective for your back, the way you stretch, the way your core activates. I think this is overall a superior position, but you know, that's for me and how I'm thinking about it and how I'm actually seeing it through, I don't know, biomechanical and from that point of view. But you know, some people will say otherwise. But for me, for my clients, this seems to work the best.